This is an update on my oldest tree, which is a 25+ year old Turpentine rootstock. And before I get started, again, I just want to say I do not recommend Turpentine as a rootstock, despite how well this tree looks like. But again, take into consideration that it's my oldest tree at over 25 years old, and it has had lots of pampering to keep it alive to this point. So let's begin. There's a late bloom on Little Gem, and just look at this. This is kind of insane. I'm not sure if all of it's gonna hold, but if it's just even just a few from each bloom panicle, that's quite a bit of fruits. Little Gem so far has seemed to be a late rebloomer, meaning that the first bloom fails and then will rebloom again, but it tends to rebloom late. And this is one that bloomed late. It kind of misses most of the powdery mildew issues. Only issue happened was that in the 3rd week of July, we had like about a week of kind of gray, gloomy mornings, and then it got hit by powdery mildew then. But everything else, but after that, it got warmer, so I don't think it really spread or anything like that. But you can see the powdery mildew here, and that's just, you know, that's just my area here. It's just very fungal prone. You know, all it takes is just a week, and you know, we had weather in the 80s, but all it took was just a week of gloomy morning weathers to get powdery mildew. And pretty much we are only pretty much powdery mildew free, I would say, July, August, and September. Once we get past that, it's more powdery mildew again. So but this fortunately bloomed pretty right time, and only really caught the end of the powdery mildew week. So let's see how it goes. But look at this. This is this would be pretty insane if the fruitlets hold on. So that's Little Gem. This is Maha. Let's see. I'm gonna just try to go over some of the new grafts I put that has taken quite well. And then, you know, this year has been a really good grafting year for me. Everything I grafted pretty much seemed to have taken really easily. Okay, here is 4017, 04017. Here's the Super Alfonso, right, I took. Here's a buttercream, and this is a buttercream. Unfortunately, new leaves came out during that week of what I mentioned, like powdery mildew, and you could see the powdery mildew here, you know. So on to the next varieties. So here's a few varieties, a few more varieties I grafted. This is a, let me see, this is orange sherbet, and then this is a I think the variety Dolores. There's not much information about that, but it's a zero variety. Again, just kind of wanted to mention, lots of my grafts I did this year just was really, you know, had two things going for me. I was using a lot of my own scions, and the weather's been pretty nice, so everything's kind of taken really well. This is another Dolores graft, taken really well. Let's see what else is here. Here's a cat graft. Look at this thing. This thing is huge. This was just grafted, let's see, June 9th. So this was grafted June 9th. Look at the size of the leaves on this. It's huge. So this is a cat that was grafted. Let's see what else I got. There's some other grafts. This is the variety Guava, Saint Talone, and this right here behind it is Orange Essence. This one was also just grafted this year. So everything is looking quite well. Oh, here's an update of Angie. The last time you guys seen it, it had tons of fruitlets. The stem was practically covered in powdery mildew. I thought more fruitlets would hold on to. it, but at the end of the day, there's pretty much only one that is left. But it looks like a good one. But I think I like Angie. It seems very fungal resistant, despite it dropping all its fruitlets. It probably dropped its fruitlets because the majority of it was probably nubbins. But look at it. I mean, I think it's a variety that maybe you might just need one spraying. You know, one spraying, and then it probably just holds on to fruit from just one spraying. So, okay. Well, let's see what else is on here. I have more Super Julie right here. Again, look like nubbins. There's some more. Again, my suspicion is these are nubbins. My only hope for, I think, a real healthy fruitlet would be this. A very late bloom of Super Julie. And I'm hoping this will be some healthy fruits that it produces. It seems so because there is no signs of any kind of disease or fungal issue. Oh, and here is Golden Queen, and these are, I think these are going to be either, Golden Queen is a very large fruit, and therefore even some of its nubbins is going to be large. So I think these are either nubbins or aborted embryos. So usually the nubbins are produces smaller fruits, but then the ones that has an embryo that dried up seems to be somewhere in the middle of a full-size fruit and a nubbin. So there's 4 of these right here. So that's Golden Queen. All right, so that is an update on these on this turpentine rootstock. Thanks, everyone.